Water flossing versus string flossing. Which is better? I'll give you a little hint. The winner is much better for this one big reason, but we'll get to that in a bit. So the most common floss everyone knows and most hate is the nylon string floss. But why do so many people hate it? The reason is because most are actually doing it all wrong. A lot of times people really want to do a good job when they floss, so they go in between the teeth and start pushing hard, thinking that's what's going to get things clean. While it can knock out some bits of food, going in too aggressively is not the best way. If you're forcing it too much, you can actually hurt the gums and make them bleed. And that's one of the reasons gum bleed a lot when people floss, is they're pushing too hard. The trick is to take it easy.
Hey, take it easy.
You don't need to shove the floss between your teeth, just use gentle pressure to get in between the teeth, then gently curve the floss around each tooth, thinking of it like hugging the tooth with floss, not stabbing it. Take your time and go slow. It's not supposed to be a battle. When you floss this way, you'll clean everything without hurting yourself, and you'll actually start to enjoy it a lot more. But things get trickier when you've got bridges or crowns or dental implants. With those, you can't really floss between the teeth the usual way. But don't worry, there are some good solutions. So this is like a bonus section where I'll share some of the options that aren't string floss or water floss. These are some specific solutions you need to be aware of. One option is something called super floss. You might hear it called proxy floss too. It's a lot like regular floss, but it's a bit poofier and has a stiff end, so you can thread it between the gum and your crown, bridge, or dental implants. Then floss like normal. Another option is floss threader. It looks like a little sewing needle and you use it to guide your floss between the teeth and work around that fixed dental work. If you've got bigger spaces between your teeth, especially if you've had bone loss or gum issues, there are things called proxy brushes or TP brushes. These are small bristle brushes that can clean those bigger gaps where regular floss just won't do the job. They get in there, clean everything out, and even help massage your gums, which is really important for keeping things healthy. We also have gum stimulators, which are just rubber tips that you can use to massage your gums between your teeth, and tiny toothbrushes that work great for those hard to reach spots. So you've got a lot of tools out there to help you with cleaning around your dental implants, bridges, and crowns. You just need to find out what works best for you. So what is water flossing? Now we're getting into the fun stuff. A water flosser is exactly what it sounds like. A high-powered jet of water that you can use to clean between your teeth. It does an excellent job of getting into all those little spots that the regular floss might miss. But I gotta warn you, this does have a downside. It's a bit like having a mini fire hose in your mouth, so be ready for some water pressure. I wouldn't recommend using it if you're dressed up for something important. There are a lot of different types and wireless versions now. The best place to do it is in the shower. It can get messy, but it's totally worth it because it cleans out a lot of the stuff you wouldn't normally get. Now I mentioned one of these options was the best for one big reason. It's one thing the other can't compete with. Here it is. Water flossing has the added benefit because it's great for your gums. The water helps stimulate the gum tissue, which is important for keeping everything healthy. As long as you don't crank it up too high and get too close, you won't damage anything. Healthy gums help keep bacteria and food from getting stuck, which can prevent bigger problems like bone loss down the road. A lot of people are curious about water picks or water flossers because they're either thinking about getting dental implants or already have them. Implants are a fantastic solution for missing teeth, but here's something most folks don't know. The process can take up to a year to get your permanent teeth.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And that's been the case for a long time. But now at Nuvia Dental Implant Centers, you can get your permanent teeth in just 24 hours. Yep, you heard that right, 24 hours. The number one question I get asked all the time is, how much does it cost? So, to help out, we've put together a free cost guide with a ton of info to help you get a good idea of what that would look like for you. You can grab it right here, or check out the description below. People often ask, why do I need to floss? I brush my teeth really well. And you're right, brushing is great for cleaning most of your teeth. It gets rid of the plaque, bacteria, and food on the outside, and the chewing surfaces. But here's the thing, when you brush, you're only hitting about 85% of your tooth surfaces. The spots you miss are right between your teeth, and that's where floss comes in. Flossing helps clean out the tiny gaps between your teeth, removing the stuff that could lead to decay or the buildup of bacteria. Ideally, we'd like you to brush and floss twice a day, but I know that can be tough. If you can at least floss once a day, you'll do a great job at keeping everything cleaned out and healthy. All right, So maybe you skip flossing a few times more than you should have, and now you're dealing with a missing tooth or two. Don't worry though, there are a few good options to replace those missing teeth. The top two are dental bridges and dental implants. But which one's the best for you? We actually made a video comparing the two, so check it out right here.